Hello everyone, welcome back to our classes. Let's start the next question. Next I am going to take question number 72. A, B and C were partners sharing profits and losses in the ratio of 3:2:1. Their capitals on 1st April 2017 were 5 lakh rupees for A, 3 lakh rupees for B and 2 lakh rupees for C. This is the opening capital, as we also need opening capital, so same is given in this question. A had personally guaranteed that in any year C's share of profit after allowing interest on capital to all partners 8% per annum and charging interest on drawings at 10% per annum will not be less than 1 lakh rupees. Means in this question C is guaranteed of minimum profit of rupees 1 lakh, okay, and A is giving guarantee to C. But in this we have given interest on capital and interest on drawing also. So after charging interest on capital and interest on drawing, we will distribute the profits. Okay. Net profit for the year ending 31st March before allowing or charging interest rupees 4,32,000. After this all drawings are given for 3 partners and we have to prepare P&L appropriation account for the year 2017-18. So write down profit and loss appropriation account for the year ended 31st March 2018. Particular amount, particular and amount. Okay. Yes. So first of all write the profit, that is 4,32,000. By profit and loss account, that is 4,32,000. Later on we will give interest on capital and will charge interest on drawings. So to interest on capital, partners are A, B and C. Their opening capitals are 5 lakh, 3 lakh and 2 lakh. 5 lakh, 3 lakh and 2 lakh, and we will give 8% interest. It means 40,000. For partner B it will be 24,000 and for partner C it will be 16,000. So total interest on capital will be 80,000. In the same way we will charge interest on drawings. Partner A, B and C. First of all check their drawings. A has withdrawn 5,000 rupees at the end of every month. At the end of every month. So I think everybody remind this, that for ending of every month we find the interest for 5.5 months. Okay. First of all write down 5,000 rupees every month. It means 60,000 multiply by 10%. Multiply by 5.5 upon 12. This is for first partner. For second it is 15,000 rupees at the end of every quarter. 15,000 at the end of every quarter, so we will multiply it by 4. That is also 60,000. And end of every quarter, so we find the interest for 4.5 months. This is for second partner. And for third one, 60,000 rupees during the year. 60,000 rupees during the year means 60,000 multiplied by 10%. When there is no information, so we find interest for 6 months. Okay. So for partner C, it will be 3,000. And for these two partners, just find the interest will be 2750, and for second partner it will be 2250. So total interest will be 8000. Okay, now make a total 4,40,000, 440 minus 80, so 3,60,000 we have to distribute among the partners. Two partners capital account. Partners are A, B and C. What is the ratio of profit and loss sharing? 3 to 1. So 3,60,000 multiplied by 3 upon 6. 3,60,000 multiplied by 2 upon 6. And 3,60,000 multiplied by 1 upon 6. So it will be 1,80,000, 1,20,000 and 60,000. Partner C got 60,000 according to this, but he is guaranteed of rupees 1 lakh. Means deficiency is of rupees 40,000, and this deficiency will be met by partner A because he has guaranteed to C. So this 40,000 will be deducted from A's profit and will be added to C's profit. So for partner A it is 1,40,000. For partner B it is as it is 120, and for third partner it will be 1 lakh. Like this way, this will be the profit sharing of all partners. Okay. Next question, that is question number 75. Still we were discussing the questions in that firm has a profit, but now we will discuss that firm is in loss. So how we will distribute the profits? Next I am going to discuss question number 75. In this, firm is occurring a loss. X and Y were sharing profits in the ratio of 2:1 on 1st April 2014. They admitted Z for 1/4 share in the profits. Z is guaranteed a minimum profit of rupees 1 lakh for the year. Any deficiency in Z's share is to be borne by X and Y in the ratio of 3:2. Losses for the year ending 31st March amounted to rupees 1,20,000. Record necessary entries. Means what you have to do in this question? Just you have to pass journal entries. But firm is occurring a loss of rupees 1,20,000. So how we will pass? Just see. First of all, make a format of journal entries, and here we will make a working note. Yes. Firm's total profit is, sorry, not profit, loss. Firm's total loss is rupees 1,20,000, right? Yes, 1,20,000. And first of all, there were only two partners in the partnership firm, that was X and Y, but Z is admitted for 1/4 share. This 1/4 share will be in profits also and loss also. So according to this, Z's share in loss, 1,20,000 multiplied by 1/4. It means 30,000 rupees loss will be borne by Z. Now remaining loss of the firm, 1,20,000 minus 30,000 means rupees 90,000 is the remaining loss that will be borne by remaining two partners, that are X and Y. So 90,000, and their profit sharing ratio is 2:1. 2 upon 3 and 1 upon 3. So first partner will be a 60,000 rupees and second partner will be a 30,000 rupees. So first entry we will pass for this loss distribution. Yes. In this we will write X capital account debit, Y's capital account debit, Z's capital account debit to profit and loss account. $60,000, $30,000, $30,000 and 1,20,000. Means you can say distribution of loss among the partners. This is the first entry. Okay. After this you have to check about the guaranteed profit. Actually X got a guarantee of Z got a guarantee of rupees 1 lakh. Okay, means he will get a profit of rupees 1 lakh, but here he got a loss also of rupees 30,000. It means now his guaranteed amount will be 1,30,000. Try to understand this topic very clearly, that he got a guarantee of rupees 1 lakh, but he got loss also in the firm 30,000. So the partner will give guarantee of rupees 1,30,000. First of all, this 30,000 will be given to him, and later on his guaranteed amount 1 lakh rupees will be given to him. Okay. So who is guaranteed? Who is giving guarantee here? X and Y, both partners are giving guarantee. So we will write here. This will be working note number 1, and now second number. Z's guaranteed profit is rupees 1 lakh, but he got a loss also of rupees 30,000. So now 1,30,000 will be borne by X and Y. Okay, this 1,30,000 will be borne by both partners in the ratio 3:2. So I am writing here 1,30,000 in 3:2 by X and Y. So for X it will be 1,30,000 multiplied by 3 upon 5, and for Y 1,30,000 multiplied by 2 upon 5. 78,000 by X and 52,000 by Y. So we will pass entry X capital account debit, Y's capital account debit to Z's capital. Just try to understand the concept behind this entry, that Z will get a part of profit, means 1,30,000 will be receiving by Z. So it will increase his capital, that's why capital account is credited for Z. But these both partners will sacrifice, means their capital account will decrease, that's why these are debited. So out of 1,30,000, 78,000 will be given by X and 52,000 will be given by Y. X and Y born the guaranteed profit of Z. Okay, this was question number 75. What was there in this question? Again, just check the summary, that firm was already in the loss of rupees 1,20,000. So first of all, we distributed this 1,20,000 rupees in all partners of the firm. New partner was admitted, so first we found the share of new partners. After this, in remaining loss, distributed in existing partners. Okay. Later on, 1 lakh rupees was the guaranteed profit, guaranteed amount, but he got a loss also of rupees 30,000. So 1,30,000 is now guaranteed amount. So 1,30,000 will be given by all existing partners in their fixed ratio, particular ratio that is given in the question. Now last question of this chapter. Last question we are going to solve, that is question number 78. This question is little different from all these questions, so try to understand it very carefully. P, Q and R are in partnership. P and Q sharing profits in the ratio 4:3 and R receiving a salary of rupees 20,000 per annum plus a commission of 10% of the profits after charging his salary and commission, or 1/6 of the profits of the firm, whichever is more. Means it is given in the question one condition. There are three partners P, Q and R. Okay. For R, it is decided that he will get a salary of rupees 20,000. This is fixed. Apart from salary, he will get a commission also of 10% after giving salary and commission. Okay. Yes, so R will receive 20,000 rupees as a salary, this is fixed, and commission of 10% of net profit after charging salary and commission. Okay, this is the first condition. Or 1/6 of the profits, whichever is more. So we will find this. Any excess of the latter over the former received by R is under the partnership deed to be borne by P and Q in the ratio of 3:2. Means if there will be any excess amount, so that will be paid by both partners in 3:2 ratio. Profits for the year ending 31st March came to 3,85,000 after charging R's salary. Divide the profits among partners. So just prepare profit and loss appropriation account. For the year ended, so year is not, 31st March 2019. So first of all, write the profit. 3,85,000 is after charging our salary. By profit and loss account, 3,85,000. And we will add 20,000 rupees our salary. So total profit is 4,05,000, because here we have to write the profit that is given by profit and loss account. But this profit 3,85,000 was after charging our salary. We have to write before charging any amount. So we added back 20,000, so it is 4,05,000. Okay. Now we will prepare working note for finding amount for R. Okay. R's salary equals to 20,000 and R's commission. Actually, the condition for commission is that net profits after charging salaries and commissions. So we have salaries, so we can minus salaries amount. So we got 3,85,000, but we don't have commission. So we will apply 10 by 1/10. So commission will be 35,000. So like this, 55,000 is our salary plus commission. Okay. And second condition, according to question, it was 1/6 of the profits. So profits are of rupees 4,05,000 and 1/6 of this is 67,500. This is according to second condition. and it is given that out of these both amounts, whichever is more, so that is 67,500. Right? Now he got as a salary and commission 55,000, but according to his condition he should get 67,500. So the differential amount will be given by remaining partners in their particular ratio. Okay, so we will write here deficiency. Deficiency is 67,500 minus 55,000, means it is 12,500. This 12,500 will be borne by two partners. What are the two partners? P and Q in 3:2. Will be borne by P and Q in 3:2. So 12,500 multiplied by 3 upon 5 and 12,500 multiplied by 2 upon 5. So for partner P it is 7,500 and for partner Q it is 5,000. So here we will write 4,05,000, 4,05,000. We will write here two partners capital account P, Q and R. First of all, we will write for partner R that 55,000 he will get as salary and commission plus 12,500 he will get his deficiency. So like this his total share will be 67,500. Okay. Just do the second calculation of remaining profit after R's. So first of all we will write that total profit of the firm equals to 4,05,000 R's share. Out of this we have given to R 55,000. How 55? 20,000 salary and 35,000 rupees commission. So 3,50,000 is the remaining profit that will be distributed in rest of two partners, means 3,50,000 multiplied by 4 upon 7. I think ratio is given 4:3 in this question, and 3,50,000 multiplied by 3 upon 7. So according to this he got 2 lakh rupees and he got 1,50,000 rupees. Out of these 2 lakh and 150 we will deduct these both amounts, minus 7,500 and minus 5,000. So corrected net profit for these two partners will be 1,92,500, 1,45,000 and 67,500. Like this it became 4,05,000 rupees total. Okay, so this question was a little different from all these questions. What was there in this? That first of all 3,85,000 rupees profit was given. This profit was after our salary. So we added back our salary and we got a corrected net profit, that is 4,05,000. Okay, R is new partner. So condition was given that his salary and commission. So salary was given 20,000. Commission was on net profit after charging salary and commission. So salary we have, so we deducted salary, but commission we don't have. So we just applied the method of rate upon 100 plus rate. Whenever it is given after, so we will apply rate upon 100 plus rate. So commission, that is 35,000. Like this we got 55,000. Okay, but it was two options in this question for R, that salary plus commission or 1/6 of the profits. So profits are of rupees 4,05,000 and 1/6 of profits it is 67,500. Whichever is more out of these, so more is 67,500. Out of 67,500, 55,000 he got as salary and commission, and deficiency 12,500 will be borne by P and Q in 3:2. Means 7,500 and 5,000 will be sacrificed by P and Q. So here we deducted from these and we added to our share. Clear? This was your question number 78, and now we have ended this second chapter. If you have any problem, you can ask me frankly. Just feel free to call me or message me anytime. Okay? Thank you so much guys.